What's up, Savages? It's Friday, February 22nd, 2019, and we are gonna get it. Welcome to the RandomCoin mining show, where we mine a different GPU-mineable coin every weeknight at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you like crypto mining video content like this, be sure to subscribe to the SavageMine YouTube channel. And if you like other crypto thoughts and updates and nonsense, make sure you follow me on Twitter as well. Let me get my page up here. Make sure you follow me on Twitter as well, because I am like I'm a legend over there. I think. I don't know. I think that's what this means, right? 203 followers. That's legend status right there. So yeah, do that. And before we get started, though, be sure to, if you like content like this, be sure to smash the subscribe or smash the like and click subscribe and the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything in the future. And also, do me a favor, it helps get the channel in front, videos in front of more eyes. Be sure to share it with your friends. Share the channel information with your friends, all your crypto friends and family and whatnot. That helps a lot as well. It helps keep the channel going, and it helps in a lot of other ways. So would appreciate that. Since it's Friday, I'd like to give a shout out to another content creator today. That is Crypto Wendy O. She does technical analysis, but she does it in a pretty simple way. So if you're not like me, if you are like me and not totally technical analysis educated, she does a really good job of breaking things down. She also does this really cool thing where every week she charts 3 basically random coins. She tweets, basically not a poll, but she says, hey, retweet and put in what coin you want to see, or what crypto you want to see me chart this week, and then she consolidates all the answers and picks the top 3. So super cool. Make sure you check her out. She also has Twitter. She has a lot of followers on Twitter. Crypto Wendy O on Twitter and YouTube, and she is wicked smart, so be sure to check her out. In this show, we have a list of over 100 GPU mineable coins. Right now, man, I added a bunch the other day. We have 168 right now. So I went through a few pool websites and things like that and found several more. So I think I added something like 30. So it's kind of crazy that you can still find 30 brand new projects, or ones that I hadn't never even heard of, most of them. But basically we run that list through an online randomizer, and we choose one from the list, and whatever we land on, we try to mine that successfully within 30 minutes, so we can switch over to the BrandonCoin daily live stream that starts at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now that's on his channel, BrandonCoin. Now I think tonight he has a pre-recorded premiere video, maybe. So I think he'll probably still have it on at 10 o'clock. So we will end at 10 and head over there and check out that video. Before we get started, I always like to show what's going on in the market real quick. Lots of green, but it was a little down earlier today. Not down, but it was a little more red than this. This is quite a bit of green. So this is looking pretty good. Still haven't maintained over 4,000 on BTC for some reason, but hey, that's what Crypto Wendy O is about. I don't do the TA thing, so she does. Anyway, so that is what's going on in the market. Let me get back to that. And I also like to show you guys what I'm mining, and to the surprise of everyone, and hopefully the and joy to everyone, I have actually changed what I was mining. So yeah, here we go. This is what I'm mining now. Let me get to that. I am mining Aeon on NVIDIA, and I'm mining, I think you pronounce it HiveOS, on all the AMD GPUs because it's F-hash. So that is what I'm mining. HiveOS is, if you haven't heard of it, it is a F-hash, like I was saying, a coin that I've always said that some of the things for adoption and getting blockchain technologies accepted, there's going to be something related to gaming and blockchain that will help adoption, right? And HiveOS actually has games on the blockchain, and I think there's plenty of examples out there. They have videos on their website and stuff like that about it. I did, maybe half an hour worth of research on it, and it seems super cool project. So I'm throwing everything. I don't know how long I'll do it because I don't know if you notice right here, but I have one GPU off because this this rig, the 12 GPU rig, is on one 15-ounce breaker, and there's really nothing else on that circuit. But if I put that one more GPU on there, it will. It's not the breaker that it trips, but it trips the power strip. So I think it's got like a little safety built into it, and I have to reset that. If I put that 12th GPU on there, it might actually trip off while the stream's going on. I don't know. I haven't mined anything F-hash in a really long time, but I do remember having to do this whenever I was mining ETC. So we'll see how it goes. I might maybe switch this particular rig off of F-hash and onto something else, or onto a different coin. But the other two rigs that I have are definitely on HiveOS, and they're fine, over here, because they're only 8 GPU rigs. This one is 12, so it takes a lot of power, but that only goes to show you the difference between power consumption with the different algos. Because I've been running this thing on Grin for a month solid, with no problem at all, because it drew a lot less power, mining that algo. So yeah, all right, so there we go. Now I pre-record, so that's what I'm mining, and I showed you the market and all that stuff. I pre-record the randomization part because there's such a high probability with so many different options. There's over, now I've got 168, I think, right? 168 different GPU mineable coins, and there would be such a high probability that we would land on one that we wouldn't be able to mine for whatever reason. There's no pool support, there's no wallet, it's past its proof of work stage or whatever. There's all kinds of different reasons, just a completely dead project or whatever, because I don't go and validate each coin that I add to this list all the time, right? And things change over time. So in order to get around that and not waste everyone's time, including mine, although I do waste a little bit of my time whenever it happens, but I don't want to go through this show and actually have something selected that we're not going to be able to mine. So in order to prevent that, I do a pre-record. I'm going to show the video now so that we can see what was selected for tonight. And this list only has 137 because I added all those after this list. But so tonight we landed on Exu, I guess. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but that's what we landed on. And it is a Neoscript. I believe it's Neoscript. Coin. No, X11, that's right. It's an X11 coin. And the best I could tell from just the little bit of research that I did, let me head over here real quick. It is X11 algo, and the project's focus seems to be an exchange and community. So they're focusing on being an exchange, and another segment of the business is, or the project is to be a community. I would assume where people could, talk about and crypto and all that stuff. So that's what it seemed like. I didn't do a whole lot of research on it, but they do have master nodes, and these master nodes perform tasks for block validation, including private send and instant send functions within the blockchain. And the proof of work part that we're concerned with as miners is there just to secure the blockchain. I didn't get into how much the block rewards were for each. We could probably look at that, but not really the point of the show. We've got a RandomCoin, we've got an algo. The way I do this is nowadays the video's over, so as far as the pre-recorded video, nowadays I go through and do all the data collection live, right? So that's what we're going to get started on now. Let me show you where I'm at with the data collection. I got to bring this spreadsheet down here. Hang on a second. All right, so this just shows what we've landed on, and then as far as documentation goes, this is it. I didn't even fill in the coin name or anything like that. So it's Exu, that's the ticker, and it's x11. So it looks like that, and then we will head straight over. Now this is, from what I could tell, it was a pretty small cap coin, so I doubt it's going to be on CoinMarketCap or anything like that. But we'll go and look anyway, just to see what's going on. Do a quick refresh so we can see live data here. Okay, so it's not on CoinMarketCap. Might be on CoinGecko though. Nope, it's not on there either. So this is, again, super small cap coin. Definitely not going to be on What to Mine if it's not on either one of those. And then, let's see, so that's What to Mine, and then we can go, that's pretty much it. So in this case, whenever you have a super small cap coin like this that's not really out there on all these different tracking websites, for value or for mining, any of that stuff, you're kind of basically handcuffed into relying on their website and their Bitcoin Talk thread for, if they have one, for all the information that you need, and mining pool stats if they end up over there. So let's go to Bitcoin Talk and we'll search for EXU in there. I'm not really interacting with the chat right now, guys. I don't even actually have it up. I don't know what. See who all's in here real quick. All right, we got Not Your Normal Miner. That's good. Bitcoin Jake is in here. Right on, guys. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, happy birthday, Bitcoin Jake. I saw that yesterday. So we're going to go Google search, and then we are going to. I always clicked on this one before, but I think it's this one actually is page 1. Nope, that's page 2. So, all right. So this is what it looks like. Now I will point this out. As I was going through this earlier, just looking around, there's a lot of misspellings. There's a lot of things that you kind of are alerts whenever it comes to looking at a project. I understand it's probably foreign based, not English. Okay, I get it. But you got to get someone to proofread this stuff, right? Here's a good example right here on the screen. Type is prof of work. Okay, there's one, and then there's several more on here. I didn't read everything, but I know that there were a lot of grammar, weird things going on with grammar, and almost like a simple way of describing things, kind of like the way I talk. Kind of a good example right here is powerful network, great future. I mean, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Here's another one. Building a complete, almost self-managed solution, right? So there's a lot of those things. As I was going through this, I was like, oh man, lots of weird things going on. Here's another misspelling, multi-blockchain with a CH instead of K. We pay all attention to our platforms and systems security. right? So there, I mean, there's too many to even go over. There's just a bunch. A lot of little red flags, if you want to call them, but maybe not. I mean, there are some decent projects out there that are, you know, foreign, and they have this same type of problem. But you know, you got to get somebody to look at that stuff to get it right. But here's their reward and amount and stuff like that for the master nodes, I think. And here's some more information about the blockchain itself. It's supposed to go on for 273 years. That's quite a while. Alright, so we're going to rely on this information to gather everything that we need to actually mine this coin, right? So let's go with, let me fill this out real quick. So it's none on CoinGecko. Whoa. Keyboard's freaking out. And not on what to mine, and Bitcoin talk thread. Okay. So we'll go over here, we'll copy that, and then we also want to get the date. And this is just good to have information. It is brand new. That's another thing I noticed. December 15th of 2018. And then their website, I think I had some trouble finding their website actually on here. I think it's like in the bottom of one of these announcements, like just one little small link. Yeah, right here. So we'll go there. And I think I ran into the same problem on their website with misspellings and grammar issues. But we'll just document this. And they have basically 3 websites. They have the exchange, and then they have the ER, which I guess that's the community website. I don't know what ER stands for, but anyway, so yeah, see, we're planning right here. Look, we're planning to make Exuer.com a platform where Exuers meets together. All right, so I think I pointed out enough of those errors. Anyway, so what did I get? I got the website, so let's put that in there. And all these grayed out items are just not, you don't have to have this to actually mine it, but pretty much everything else you kind of do. Now on their website, or on their Bitcoin Talk thread, on the 3rd page there was a pool, and we might use that pool, so I'll go back to that. I think that there are pools for it on Mining Pool Hub, and I don't know if the one that I chose for a donation actually was on there. So I said 3rd page, right? So we'll go to page 3, and not totally active. I mean, there's only 5 pages, but there were some you know, comments by you know, hero members or legendary members, or I don't know if there's any legendaries, but there, like this comment here was from a hero member, and it's basically saying, you know, that something's wrong because their site was using altmarkets.cc, I guess got hacked or something. Anyway, so just keep that in mind as well. That was the only one I really noticed, so I don't know what else is going on. But here's the, I think this was the pool. Yep, this was the pool that I chose because it had a donate address, and that's the address, I believe. EGL. Yep, that's the address that I chose. So I'll just copy this real quick so we can get that information as well, or the pool, into the spreadsheet for tracking. And then this is x11, so I would assume you would probably use SGMiner for AMD and CCMiner for NVIDIA. So I'll just put that in here, and then we will just head over to, I forgot to show you the hardware. Because it's x11, we'll probably use NVIDIA, this rig right here, for this exercise. And that hardware looks like this right here. It's just a 6 GPU rig. 10 series cards. Nothing too special. Alright, so that's the hardware that we're going to use, and we are going to head, I'm going to copy this address here, the mining address, and we're going to head back over to HiveOS, and this is where we will do our work. So I will get off of Aeon. I've only been on there today, so haven't been on there very long at all. Alright, there's probably not, this is Exu is probably not in HiveOS, so we'll start with a wallet, because I don't think it's in here. So we'll have to add a wallet. We'll type in EXU if my keyboard will cooperate. And then we have to click on create because it's not in there. And then we'll paste our mining address, which was the one that we got, the donation address from the pool, right? Now, if you're mining this for real, for you, you would use your own wallet address. Don't use this one, unless you want to donate all your earnings to the pool. And then we'll give it a name of, what was it, EXU. I think the battery's low on my keyboard here. And then YouTube. And then create. Then we'll go to flight sheets. Type in EXU. Choose the wallet that we just created. And then for pool, we'll have to, because it's not in HiveOS at all, we'll have to choose configure in miner. Then we're going to select miner, and we will choose CCMiner for NVIDIA, typically, for this type of algorithm. And then we'll hit the down arrow for the algorithm, and we'll choose x11. And then for the miner fork, we could probably leave it on that one, although I have been using Class T lately, but I wonder why it defaults to that one. I wonder. I'll leave it at that for now. And then for wallet and worker template, I just put my mouse over the I right there and then click on wallet and worker name, which is the most common. But we have to remember that if that doesn't work, you know, or if we experience some kind of weird problems, we might have to come in here and actually put our address, receiving address. Sometimes it depends on the coin and the pool and the algo and all that stuff, but you know, if you get weird logon type problems, then sometimes you have to modify that. So the pool URL, we have to go over there and get that. We documented that in the spreadsheet. So we'll throw that in there. Paste this plain text, right, out of good practice habit there. And password is X, and then if you were actually mining this, you might go through and do extra parameters and really configure things the way you need them, you know, to optimize your setup. But in this case, we're just trying to get accepted shares, so I'm just going to leave these two down here blank. And then we're going to go apply changes, and then we'll give it a name of EXU YouTube, and then create flight sheet. And then we are going to go back over to workers. We're going to choose the Kessel rig, which is that one, and choose the rocket, which is your flight sheets. And then what I like to do is just click on the one that we just created, so that it just filters really quick and gets right to the point, right? Without that, you know, you'd have to scroll down through here, and you might choose the wrong one, like I have done here, where I have these different ones for Grin, and I actually chose the wrong one time that's not completely set up, and was mining to somewhere for a whole 24 hours before I realized it. Or not 24 hours, probably 12 hours before I realized that I had it on the wrong one. So you filter by that and click on the flight sheet, and then click apply. And this algo doesn't, I don't think I have a overclocking template set up for this algo, so we might see that symptom where the temperatures just go nuts. If we do, I'll probably just restart it and hope that it doesn't mess anything up before we can get an accepted share. So you see it shut down or knock the miner offline back there. We'll have to hit a refresh here in a minute. And oh wow, it looks like it's already up and running, but let me go to miner over here. Oh wow, it is. Okay, so that's actually pretty good. We didn't even reboot it that time. So X11 must be pretty easy to manage. So we are, I can also show you this. I'm going to click on the rig. You can probably see it back there. Maybe you can see the accepted shares back there, but if not, I'm going to come over here and go to remote access and Hive shell start. Man, we're a little light tonight. Only 4. That's not good. I was hoping that Yashnik and CryptoZ and those guys were in here, and ICU too, because, you know, I mean, I'm highlighting Aeon. I'm wearing an Aeon shirt today, and then, you know, the one time that they don't show up. Thanks, guys. That's nice. So I clicked on the little box with the arrow in it. I don't know what it's called, and this is accessible from anywhere that you can get to the HiveOS website. You can access this. Super cool, great feature that they put in here. So I'm going to click on miner, but because it's up over there, it's not going to let me bring it here until I press Control D, and then I can see what's going on basically on the screen. So it looks like we are mining and we're getting a bunch of accepted shares. That's great. Doesn't look like we have any problems at all. Is that total? That's not even total. Yeah, total is 72 megahash, right? Now we could go see, do we have, we don't have any way of, I don't think, let's see if it's in here. No. I don't think that there's any way we could even check. I mean, I'm sure that we'd probably Google it and figure out a, you know, profitability chart or a website for it. That would take a few minutes probably to find it. But it looks good. We've got accepted shares. We're not going crazy with the temperatures or anything like that. But we haven't done anything with overclocks at all, but we never do. Not in this show anyway. So yeah, it looks good. We killed it. I'm happy. We're actually 2 minutes early. So that's kind of cool. Let's see. What do y'all want to look at? Anything at all? Let me get this rig back on Aeon. Fix that real quick. One thing I need to do, I need to take this rig down here, Scarif, I need to take that rig apart and do some cleaning on it. I noticed today it was quite dusty, and that was pretty much the only one I haven't cleaned, you know, in a while. What, about a month ago we went through all of them and cleaned each one of them. I think I recorded or live streamed all of that. So if you haven't checked those videos out, they're on my channel somewhere. So yeah, rig basically took the rigs apart, and so you could actually use those videos as a build video, because I went through everything. One of them I took all the way down to, even took the processor off the motherboard and the memory and all that stuff, and cleaned it up, and it's basically like you just took everything right out of the box. So they're pretty decent videos on that, so check those out as well. But it is 9:59. I don't know, I didn't see if see what's going on here. Oh, we might be able to do something. Let's try, if y'all can. Oh, wait a minute. Is this not live? It's not. We must have just missed her. Crypto Wendy O was on. I was going to get everybody to head over there and check her out. But it looks like her stream has already ended. Anyway, so there you go. It is 10 o'clock. So we will switch over to BrandonCoin's daily live stream. I think I can post a link to that in the video or in the chat here. Let me get back to that. Just a second. Going back to the chat, I actually got out of it to go over to Crypto Wendy O. So here you go. There's a link to BrandonCoin. Probably everybody that's in here knows what the link is or how to get to his page. But there you go. If you're watching this after the fact, that's where we went to after this video. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. I'm going to head over there. I don't know what he's doing, if he's got a premiere going or not. So I don't know if I'll be able to chat with you guys or not. But if I can, I will. See you guys Monday, same time. Yeah, all that stuff. I'm probably going to change the format of this a little bit. I'll probably tweet about it over the weekend and try to feel it out and see where I need to go. I've got some ideas. So keep an eye out for those tweets, and you know, probably do maybe some voting type things, poll kind of stuff to see where I need to go. But keep an eye out for that. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys Monday. Stay savage and have a good weekend.